I know exactly what you have been told your whole life. You have been told that you think too much. You have been told to stop overcomplicating things. You have been told probably 1,000 times to just give a simple answer. You have likely spent years shrinking your thoughts to fit into conversations that couldn't hold them. But I am here today to tell you that the label you have been given is wrong. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not weird, and you are certainly not difficult to talk to. You are what psychologists call a deep thinker, but I prefer a different term. You are a depth diver. While others are skimming the surface of every idea, your mind is pulling it apart, turning it over, and searching for what lives underneath. And today, we are going to explore the language that gives you away, because the way you speak is not like everyone else, and that is not a flaw, that is your fingerprint.
1. You use but more than and. Most people connect ideas with and. They add, they pile things on top of each other. But depth divers, you contrast, you complicate, you introduce tension into every conversation because your brain doesn't just accept the first layer of an idea. When someone says, "That was a good movie," you say, "It was good, but the ending didn't earn the emotional payoff." When someone says, "I'm happy," you hear yourself say, "I'm happy, but there's this strange emptiness underneath it." Psychology calls this dialectical thinking, the ability to hold two opposing truths at the same time. While others think in straight lines, you think in spirals. And that but you keep using, that's not you being negative. That's your mind refusing to settle for incomplete answers. 2. You pause before you speak. Not because you don't know what to say, but because you're sifting through 12 different ways to say it, weighing accuracy against clarity, truth against kindness, precision against being understood. While others are already 3 sentences ahead, you're still on sentence 1, making sure it's right. And people misread that pause. They think you're slow, unsure, hesitant. But psychology says this is actually a sign of cognitive complexity. Researchers call this response elaboration. Your brain is processing multiple dimensions of a single question before forming an answer. You're not stalling, you're architecture building in real time. And the reason you take longer to speak, you're trying to fit a cathedral into a conversation built for small talk. 3. You define your terms. Someone says you need to be more confident, and you stop them. What do you mean by confident? Do you mean louder, less self-aware, unbothered by failure? Because those are different things. Most people use words like they're universal, but you understand that language is slippery, that words carry different weight for different people. So you clarify, you ask for definitions, you make sure everyone's talking about the same thing. Psychologists call this semantic precision, while others assume shared meaning. You know better. You know that miscommunication happens in the gap between what words mean to you and what they mean to someone else. And when you stop to define your terms, people think you're being difficult. You're not. You're being exact, and depth requires exactness.
4. You reference things from weeks ago. Someone mentions something small, a throwaway comment, a detail they forgot they shared, and you bring it back. Remember when you said your mom used to do that? This connects to that. People are surprised you remembered, but you didn't just remember it. You've been thinking about it, turning it over, connecting it to other ideas, building a web of meaning that nobody asked you to build. Psychology calls this integrative thinking. Your brain naturally links past conversations to present ones, creating patterns and connections others don't see. While most people experience conversations as isolated moments, you experience them as chapters in a longer story. And that's why people feel truly heard by you. Because you don't just listen, you remember, you integrate, you make meaning.
So if you've been told your whole life that you think too much, that you overanalyze, that you should just keep it simple, I need you to hear this. The world doesn't need simpler, it needs deeper. And your language, the way you pause, the way you contrast, the way you remember, that's not a flaw in your wiring. That's the fingerprint of a mind built for depth. You're not difficult, you're precise. You're not slow, you're thorough. And you're not overthinking. You're thinking at a level most people never reach. If you want more content that honors the way minds like yours work, don't forget to subscribe.